Yeah. Okay. We gonna make it a little bit better. Yeah, my mic wasn't on, so I gotta let another thing just go off. Yeah, it started off a little softer. And yo, I'm sorry. Yeah, I don't have to brag a barber. I'm gonna start it all over. Hold on. I'm gonna do it all over. We gonna do the intro all over. Hold on, son. We gonna do the intro all over. Cause I didn't realize my mic wasn't on. I didn't realize. So we gonna start it all over, baby. All over. And it's gonna be okay. Talk about DJ with the songs you play. Yo, put that thing up high right on display. Hold on, let's start it over. Let's do it like this. So this is how it started off. Let's do it like this. Yeah. What? Yeah. It's the DJ show and it's the Monday night. Yo, we gonna talk about some things that bring a little fright. Yeah, the ability to produce tears. Yeah, they crying, but yeah. They've done it before, so you look at them and you asking them, and if you keep a score, it gets kind of crazy when you know somebody has the ability to cry and you really don't know why. And they might be rehearsing for a play because you know they took acting classes. Yeah, your ass is feeling some kind of way because you know they faking. Yeah, them acting classes, something they was taking. We're gonna talk about it tonight. We're going to get right without having to drink Sprite mixed down with some other liquor. Yo, here's the kicker. Yo, sometimes it gets. It is the Daily Go-Getimism Show. I'm your host on 752. We are in motion. Monday night, Power Monday, baby. And tonight we're talking about the ability to produce tears. The ability to produce tears. What do you know? What do you know about people who know how to make themselves cry? What do you know about somebody who knows how to turn on the waterworks to get that emotion out of you? Whenever they get in trouble, they turn on the waterworks with the double, start crying as they are lying, and you don't know if they're ever telling the truth. But one thing's for sure, yeah, you got proof that they can bring the tears on demand, and sometimes you wish that you could do it, but you can't, and you shouldn't. Yeah, because you wouldn't ever fake the funk, but they will do that thing in a lump without even thinking about it. Yeah, they talk about it, shout it. Yeah, the ability to produce tears, the ability to make yourself cry. A lot of people know how to do it, man. It's a crazy skill to have, and it can be real useful, because a lot of people cannot stand the sight of seeing somebody cry, especially when they think that they're really in trouble. So crying will make some people help some people who don't deserve help. Understand what I'm saying? Sometimes a person who is crying might be the bad guy, and he may get good people to help him because, yeah. And next thing you know, you all caught up. But when you're dealing with a person who knows how to make themselves cry, when you're dealing with a person who knows how to make themselves seem like they're sorry or they're apologetic without even saying they're sorry, but if they can actually make themselves cry and say they're sorry, more than likely they're going to be forgiven for certain things. They're going to be given favor for certain things. They're going to be able to get over and get by. And here we are. We're going to talk about that tonight. The ability to produce tears. What do y'all know? What do y'all know about the ability to produce tears? What up, Scene Flexing? What's going on? T Carry, right? Morning, noon, and night. It's always great to have my peoples going directly into your sight. It's Monday night. Power Monday all day. Actually, it's Tuesday, but yo, this way is we have to take care of some Monday business. That's what we have to do. We have to take care of some Monday business. And so we're going to take care of some Monday business right now. Tonight on the Daily Go-Getimism Show, we are talking about the ability to produce tears. Do you know anybody that knows how to make themselves cry on demand? Like whenever they need tears, they know how to bring the tears. Real tears. No, not like covering your eyes with your arm or your hands and oh my God, I'm so sorry. It's all my fault. I'm sorry. I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about when you see the tears, they coming down, they streaming. They look really sorrowful. They look really, really pitiful. They look really, really apologetic. But are they? That's the question. Who do you know that knows how to do that? Who do you know that knows how to make themselves cry? Seeing Flexen says, I can't cry at all anymore. And you know what? I've been through certain times in my life where I felt like I couldn't do it either. I've been through certain times in my life where I felt like crying wasn't an option. I couldn't do it. There are certain places where I would never show that kind of emotion. Like I've seen people cry at work and they wasn't even getting fired. I've seen it happen. Now, the crazy part about it was I'm not sure if they was faking it. I don't think they were when I saw them. But I've seen people at work crying, you know what I mean? Crying because they getting wrote up, crying because they think they're going to get fired, crying because they got in trouble, crying because whoever they was messing with at work, stop messing around with them, all kinds of stuff. But the ability to produce tears, I'm not even talking about people who are really sad. I'm not talking about people who can't hold back their tears. I'm talking about the ones who can bring it up, who can bring the tears when they ain't sorry, when they're not apologizing, when they don't feel bad. They use the tears as a way to get what they want, get what they need, and people feed into it. What do you know about that? Now, here's the thing about this. Here's the thing. If you have the ability to produce tears, more than likely you have been doing that from a young age. See, being able to cry on demand, that's not for late bloomers. That's not something people learn how to do as an adult. Like, yo, I'm gonna learn how to cry. Normally, you start that as a young child, whether you ever been in a play or production or on stage at all. Like getting your siblings in trouble, getting your brothers and your sisters in trouble. Mom, he or she hit me. They keep picking on me. Wah, wah. And they might have been the one that caused all this trouble. They might be the little demon seed. They might be the little Damien. Damien from the Omen. They might be the Damien. Yeah. They got the 3 6s in their head. They running around here with the 3 6s in their head. But they produce tears and they get favor. People will donate to people who cry. People will do favors for people who cry. People will give rides to people who cry. People will give places to stay to people who cry. And then when you find out that all of this crying has been one big production to get whatever they want. I've seen people steal, get caught, and turn on the waterworks. No, I didn't mean it. And get away without running. Oh, I understand. You was only stealing because you was hungry and because you was homeless and because things not working out for you. I know what it's like to be down on the luck. Go ahead and take that pot roast. You got a whole pot roast. You got a whole pot roast, son. So what do y'all know? What do y'all know about the ability to produce tears? What do y'all know? Who do you know? Because I know some of y'all have brothers or sisters. I know somebody got a cousin who knows how to produce tears. What up, Dimples D's? What's up, ma? What's going on? Thanks for coming on through. I appreciate you. Yeah, what do you know? What do you know? Who do you know who knows how to cry? Have you fed into it? Would you feed into it? Have you fed into it? Would you feed into it? Has it happened more than once? Are you a big softy? Are you a big softy? In other words, do you break down and cry a lot? Now, we're really talking about the people who cry a lot, who really don't have a reason to cry other than They got in trouble. They got caught doing something they wasn't supposed to be doing. They got caught out there doing all kinds of stuff they wasn't supposed to be doing. And now they got caught and now they trying to cop a plea and sit. And, you know, in order to keep from having to serve justice, they start crying. And they crying for real. Tears and everything. Eyes red and everything. Nose red, swelling up and everything. Whole face looked like a big cry. You know what I'm talking about. So that's what we're gonna talk about. Oh, by the way, let's get this out of what are we doing? Okay, let's get this out of the way with the quickness. I'm gonna put in the chat. Hold on, why is it doing that? What we got? Okay. We on, right? All right. What the hell? Okay. So y'all know y'all can call into the show. So I'm gonna put the call-in number on in the chat, I should say. And then and we're gonna go from there. We are talking about the ability to produce tears. People who know how to cry on demand. Now, you know what? I should preface this by saying that just because you know how to cry on demand doesn't necessarily mean that you are being deceptive. Maybe, you know, you just a big softy and maybe some things just move you. You know, I mean, if you're the type of person that cries during movies and stuff like that, sometimes you might see a little. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. Lately, I don't know what's going on with me. You know what I mean? This year, yeah, I was watching Power Book 2 the other day. And not the last episode because that was garbage, but the episode 9 where they killed Mary J. Blige. You know, AKA Monet on the show. And I ain't man, I feel some kind of way. I was like, yo, man, why didn't kill Mary? Yo, this ain't. Yo, so hold on. Why they ain't need to do that? They ain't need. Yeah. So this has been kind of an emotional year for me. I must admit, I can't front. What's going on, John Ross? Says, yo, I'm back. It's been a while. Well, I'm glad you're here. So we talking about the ability to produce tears. The ability to produce tears. You know, your brothers, your sisters, you know, your cousins. Maybe if you came from your mom and your dad, a mom or a dad that knew how to cry on demand whenever they got in trouble, whenever they got reprimanded. I mean, some of us came from families that wasn't exactly the Brady Bunch, the Cleavers, the Huxtables. We wasn't even the Bundys. You know what I mean? I'm not talking about me, but some of us came from families. You know, some people grew up with parents who taught them how to lie, taught them how to steal. And when you teach somebody how to lie and how to steal, you also have to teach them how to not get caught and what to do if they do get caught. And if your parents taught you how to lie, how to steal, how to do crime, then more than likely they told you what to do if the cops should come, if the authorities should come through, if something goes down and you get into a sticky situation. More than likely they taught you what to do. So in that case, you've seen your parents act out and fake the funk and act like they were really hurt when they really weren't hurt. And that's another thing. You may not just cry on demand when you get in trouble. You may actually cry in order to cause trouble. Like a slip and fall. When you didn't really have a slip and fall. So you slipped and you fell on purpose, or got hit by a car. You know what I mean? And you know, if somebody, if bystanders, if witnesses kind of saw what happened, but didn't all the way see what happened, and you know, if somebody is there crying and looking hurt and acting hurt, oh my God, oh my God, you know what I mean? If they putting on a good act, even if they don't know the whole story, it's going to look like that person is in the right and you're in the wrong. It can really, really go left. John Ross says, I can barely cry. I understand. George says, peace and blessings from South Carolina. Yo, shout out and peace and blessings to South Carolina. Word up. Word up. And John Ross says, I've just grown to be able to handle a lot of stuff. We all have. But when you really think about what that's really about, John, think about it. If you have gotten to the point where you can't cry, or where you would be discouraged from crying, if you really think about it, that's not really a good thing. That's not really the best way to be. It's probably indicative of, you know, don't take this the wrong way. It could be indicative of shame, of fear of ridicule. You know what I mean? It ain't easy for a man to cry in front of other people. Some people will take it like, yo, you know, he's actually strong for showing his emotions. Unless you like Tyrese. You know, Tyrese Gibson, the actor, the singer. You know, he be crying a lot, man. You know what I mean? He's a very emotional dude. But he be crying a lot. He be crying. Now, I don't know if Tyrese is producing the tears or if he really, really sad. But he be looking sad. He be looking sad. So somebody like Tyrese might get clowned for crying because he cried too much. He cried too much. I don't want to be this. Yo, he cried too much. He cries a little bit too much for me. Somebody like you, John, somebody like me probably would never cry on camera. Like, nah, I'm good. Not unless somebody, I mean, you know. Remember when Michael Jackson passed? Remember 2009? Remember when Michael Jackson passed? And then they had the memorial for him. They had the show for him. Remember Chris Brown? Remember how Chris came out? Oh, God. I ain't gonna clown Chris. But remember Chris came out like, yo, man, we about to get dressed, man. He came out like, I'm just saying. Yo, what up, Stacy White? What's good? What's good, Stacy? Thanks for coming on through. Appreciate you. George says, or winning an argument with an old lady and she's speechless, so she turns on the waterworks. Oh my gosh, yeah. Yeah. I'm doing it. I'm glad you said that because I wasn't even thinking that way. I wasn't even thinking that way. I'm thinking about these dudes. You know what I mean? They facing time and they like, yo, I gotta do something. All right, let's put on our uniform, man. Go ahead. Put the struggle beads on. Put the struggle beads on. Are we good? Are we nice? Are we ready to do this and take my advice? Are we good? Y'all ready to wear yours? Come on. Come on, y'all choose one. Choose one. Cow bones, cow bones, cow bones, cow bones, cow bones, cow bones. Which one? You want the one on the left, the one in the middle, or the one on the right? Which one y'all like? The one on the right, the one in the middle, or the ones on the left? Which one y'all choose? Which one y'all choose? Hair Juicer says right. What up, Hair Juicer? And Sean O'Meara says bye, Blackie. Bye, Sean. You bitch. All right. Scene Flexing says left. All right. George says right. We got 2 for right. Wait, what? One, 2 right. We got 3 for right. We got 4 for right. Cam says answer the phone. You see I'm doing something. Calm down. I got you. All right. It looks like the right wins. It looks like the right wins. Right been winning a lot lately too. All right, let's go. All right, y'all. Stick your necks out. Stick your neck out, son. Stick your neck out. Oh, yeah. All right. Let's give y'all the ocular proof. Let you know that is real. That is real. All right. Okay. There you go. Look at y'all looking good. Looking good out here. Your ladies looking lovely, looking sweet, looking sexy, looking gorgeous, looking beautiful, looking pretty. Brothers, y'all looking handsome. You're looking suave. You're looking debonair. You're looking smooth. You got your soft stuff on. Look, I see somebody with gators on. Somebody got them ostrich. You got the skins. Y'all rocking the skins. Ain't nobody gonna be running from nobody or fighting tonight. Got on your good stuff, baby. These the struggle bees. The struggle bees. It's the struggle bees. The struggle bees. It's the struggle bees. So we talking about it tonight. Caller with the last numbers 4006. Give me just a second, and I'm gonna come grab you. I got you. And let's see. Cam is saying answer the phone. All right, Cam. We're gonna give you a shot. Make sure you don't mess it up. You know what I mean? It's just a fair warning. We go through a lot. We do this every day. All right, Hair Juicer says, do you only stream on YouTube? Rumble is rad. The thing is, I used to stream on Facebook and Instagram simultaneously. But then I thought, like, what for? People are really not on YouTube to watch live videos that are long. They not really. It's not really their thing. At least not the people that are on my friends list. And I'm way over 5,000. And on Instagram, I wasn't getting no traction. Now, it don't cost me nothing to stream over there. And I could do it again. I could do it. I have enough devices to have a camera right here. I could stream Facebook here. I could stream Instagram here and all of that kind of stuff. But my thing is, people shop at stores that have the products that they want. On Instagram, they like all that ratchet stuff. They like all of that crazy shit. They like nudity. They like gossip. They like all, and I don't do all of that. So it wasn't really lucrative for me to be streaming over there. I wasn't getting no traction. So I came over here where it made sense. So no, this is the only place I stream. And all those streaming platforms, that's really for podcasting. And this is not a podcast. For those of y'all who don't know, the difference between a podcast and what we do, which is a live broadcast, is a live broadcast is showing live. Like, this is in real time. Like, it's 2:26 in the morning. A podcast is a recorded video that is uploaded and shown on whatever platform that they upload it to. That's the difference between a podcast and a live broadcast. So some live broadcasts become podcasts. Like, after this show is over, then it will be a podcast. But for right now, this is a live broadcast. So that's what we're talking about. All right. Call up with the last numbers 4006. I want to thank you for holding on. I want to thank you for waiting, first of all. And welcome to the Daily Go Getimism Show. What's on your mind tonight?
Yeah, what's up, man? I just want to say I love the podcast. Thanks for taking my call. I appreciate it.
Without a doubt.
Yeah, I need some advice. Bro, last night, my tooth started hurting and I got a banging toothache. So I go to the dentist this morning. They get me in on an emergency. And I need to have my wisdom teeth removed. So they've scheduled in the oral surgeon for 10 days from now, but I've basically got 10 days of really, really bad pain. They gave me some painkillers. I feel like they make me sleepy, but they're not doing the trick, bro. So I want to know, do you have any like homemade toothache remedies that I could use?
Actually, so you want me to tell you what you can do to relieve toothache pain?
Yeah, until the 18th of October, then they can fucking take these things out.
Well, you know what you can do, and this, but it's not going to work instantly. But oil pulling will actually help that. So you can look it up online. Yeah, oil pulling is like when you take either like extra virgin or organic olive oil or coconut oil, like extra virgin coconut oil or organic coconut oil, and you put, okay, this is what you do. You put it in your mouth, the oil, in its regular form, and you keep it in your mouth for about 20 minutes. You have to do it for at least 20 minutes because then it will extract whatever infections that you have within your teeth. It will bring them out. And the idea behind oil pulling is that each one of your teeth, the 32 teeth that you're born with, whether you still have them in your mouth or not, actually are attached to a particular organ in your body. So sometimes if you're having problems if you're having problems internally with some organs, you may have some bacteria or something like that. And because the human mouth is such a dirty place, really. Nobody's exempt. A dog's mouth is actually cleaner than a human being's mouth.
Mine's pretty potty.
Well, think about it like this: a cat can clean itself with his mouth. So I think it's probably pretty clean because you try it. You're gonna be a while taking that bath. But nonetheless, the bottom line is oil pulling will help extract bacteria and infections from your teeth, and it may help out with your tooth pain. But let me Google it because we can end this real quick. Hold on a second.
What do you think about us maybe seeing you get oiled up? Big boy.
Oh, okay, yeah. There we go, Cam. Oh, you know what? But fuck him. Cam's gone. Yeah, he hung up and all of that. He took the long way. Just to troll. And I should have known with that fake ass British accent. But we learned something about oil pulling. Let me see if oil pulling will actually relieve tooth pain. All right. Does oil pulling relieve tooth pain? Well. Look here. Looky here. The answer is actually yes. So we gave him good information, even though he was a dickhead. So he was a dickhead, but the words that he said and the questions that he asked, yeah, we took it to task and we looked it up, kind of said correct information. I'm feeling good about the sensation and that I feel when I come through with the stuff that's real, and we got that appeal to the people. Yeah, it's like a steeple, but we don't get pointed, but we are anointed and we got the oil pulling going. With this way, we're going to make sure we get the truth today. It says oil pulling can help with tooth pain, removes toxins and acids. Oil pulling can remove toxins and acids from the mouth that can cause pain and irritation, reduce inflammation. Coconut oil has anti-inflammatory properties that can reduce pain and inflammation. Fights bacteria. Coconut oil has antimicrobial properties that can help fight bacteria in the mouth. Create suction. Oil pulling can create suction that draws out bacteria from the roots of the teeth. So oil pulling is actually a good thing to try. Let's try something else. How come there are only 6 likes? Can we get some more likes? Can we get some more likes? Can you help out? Give a like. Yo, I ain't gonna ask you for no money. Yo, it's just come through. It ain't funny. Yo, we got 94 people in the room, but we only got 6 likes. I feel doomed. That's kind of crazy, energetic or lazy. I don't understand what's going. Y'all trying to phase me. Y'all trying to make me feel bad. I know I should have at least 20 likes up in this bitch. Yo, this is. What is this shit? Come on, y'all. Come on, just hit the like button, share the show, subscribe to the channel. It ain't gonna take nothing away from you to give up a like or 2. Well, you can't give 2 likes, but you can recommend that somebody else get a like. Sometimes you come into the show and you just start watching and trying to figure out what the show is about, see if it's something that you want to engage yourself in with. And sometimes you forget to hit the like button. But I need y'all to remember, please just hit the like button. Good looking out. Emily Dunlap in the house. I said it. Emily, what's going on? All of these numbers or whatever says for $10 I will like. That's okay. I'm performing for free, so you either give a like for free. It ain't gonna cost either one of us. What up, Kiyomi? He said Kiyomi says free Diddy. Okay, get it done. Get it done. All right, Salon Gear. All right. See, Stacey was trying to help him out too. She said he can get some oral gel. Like he knew. It's all good though. It's all good. Hair Juicer says bummer. Lidocaine, CBD, kratom, turmeric is great for inflammation. Look, we was actually trying to help this dude. Where you at, Cam? Bitch ass Cam, that's not right. That ain't right. More Taylor. God bless you too. Mango Wango says I'm so moist right now. Okay. And Health Peterson says Dookie Dollar says no. Okay, Dookie Dollar. I wasn't asking you for nothing, Dookie Dollar. What the hell is going on right now? What's going on down? Dookie Dollar, what kind of name? Yo, y'all coming through. Yo, y'all blazing flame. I don't understand. Yo. I don't know what's going on. And yo, this shit is. Let's talk about this. The ability to produce tears. What are we talking about? Who do y'all know who knows how to turn on the waterworks? Have you ever had children? I'm sure plenty of y'all have kids, and you may have had a child or two that knew that you may give them what they want, or their mom might give them what they want, or their grandparents might give them what they want if they cry. So they might have learned the art of crying. One thing about kids is that they learn what works early in their lives. They learn what will get them in trouble and what will get them out of trouble. They learn what will get them a treat and what will not give them a treat. So you have to be really careful when raising children, because if you show them that bad behavior or inappropriate behavior will be excused as long as they're sorry, or as long as they pretend that they're sorry because they crying. I didn't mean to do it. You did it 6 times, but I didn't mean to do it the first 5 times. You know, so yeah, I mean, they will learn that lesson quick. And the thing about children is that when they see that it works with you, they'll try to make it work with somebody else. So they'll try to make it work at school. They'll try to make it work at any clubs or activities that they go through. You know what will turn it off? You know what will make them stop crying? When their kids, when the other kids, when their peers, when their friends start teasing them like, oh, you ain't nothing but a crybaby. Crybaby, wipe your dirty eyes. Yeah, that's going to kill it. That's going to kill it. It really does. Like, you may have an impact on your children, but their friends, their peer groups will have a greater impact on your children for inappropriate behavior. For example, if you have a child that's a bedwetter, You got a child that decides they want to be lazy. Instead of getting their ass up and going to the bathroom, they decide to just lay there. Oh, the pee is warm. It's warm at first. It don't get cold till you lay in it for a while. Yeah, you got a child that is resistant to bedwetting, or because you've been overly sympathetic to them wetting the bed, so they decide to wet the bed more and more and more and more. Guess what will stop that wetting the bed? When they gotta go to school and they smelling like pee. Now, that's not to say you didn't wash your kids up. That's not to say that. But I don't know about nowadays, but back in the days, there was always at least one child in the class that smelled like pee. It could have been the boy, it could have been the girl, but we knew what it was. They pee on themselves at night. Maybe they got dressed, they didn't wash it out. Now let the kids start getting together and being like, you pee in the bed or you pee on yourself. Why you smell like that? Trust and believe they're going to get that shit together. They're going to get that shit together. I said, ring the alarm. Another bath is running. Oh, I said, I'm going to get up in the middle of the night, take me a piss, because I can't take the diss that they are waging. Looks like a war. I can't take them dissing me like that no more. So next time I go to school, I'ma smell fresh. I ain't going to smell like pee-pee no more than less. I have another accident in my clothes, but it won't happen at night because I got my shit right and my game tight. No, I don't want to have nobody teasing me. That shit hurts too much and they pleasing. He who fronts on this, you understand, you get put on a list of people that nobody want to hold hands with, nobody want to be friends with. They're going to end with another tease, another diss, another way to make you feel bad. And you coming home to your mom and dad said, why are they treating me so bad? Yeah, you know why, because you stink, you little nigga. The fuck wrong with you? All right. But yeah, so imagine smelling like pee. Your friends already teasing you about smelling like pee boy, onion girl, pee boy, onion girl. And on top of that, you teacher, they keep teasing me. Nowadays, that would be bullying. That would be bullying now. That's the new definition of bullying, right? Yeah, that's the new definition of bullying. Back in the day, that was just, hey, look, you stink. You coming to school stinking. Shoot, everybody else parents listen, everybody else parents made sure that they were straight when they came to school. You know what I mean? Yo, which one of y'all moms, and I'm talking to the black people because I don't know if white people do this, but you know how your mom made sure that you got your ass in the tub, and just in case you was one of those little dirty kids that would go in the bathroom, run the bath water, and put your arm in the tub to make it sound like y'all was washing up. You come out of that bitch dirty. I never understood the motivation for anybody who ever did that, but kids did it. But I had the kind of mom that would give you the smell test. As soon as you get out of that tub, yeah, you come to me. Now I give you get you dressed all nice, clothes ironed, ready to go, laid out on your bed. Make sure you get the once over before you leave the crib. You go in the wintertime, you going to school with a shiny ass face because she done rubbed all that Vaseline on. I still don't know the purpose of the Vaseline on the face, but we was a bunch of shiny face kids, afro wearing shiny face kids. That's how it went down. So I don't know how those other kids made it to school smelling like piss. I don't know how it happened. I don't know. Maybe they parents was neglectful, on drugs. I don't know what it was. We have another caller on the line. Caller with the last number is 2013. Well, y'all see what happened with the last caller. So no disrespect to this caller, but we have to give a disclaimer. We have to give a disclaimer. You know, it would be irresponsible to act like we don't know what we know. Gray Beard, what's going on? Thanks for coming through. And DA9LS, what's good? And my people's wisdom, what up? What up? YouTube doesn't have any AI powered like reminders, but you can use third-party bots such as Nightbot, Stream Elements, or Streamlabs to automate chat reminders. Okay. All right. And what's that? Mooney Io. Wait. I'm all struggling to see through that shit. Mooney Anyo Demon says, I keep wetting the bed, but with semen. It ain't getting that wet. I'm a man. I know how much comes out. And you all right. King Sebastian. King Sebastian, what's good? And he says, God heard adults cry. I mean, and Prince heard doves cry. Hair Juicer says, my kid is a badass. She's only 16 and is sniffing out money better than I ever did at her age. She's going to break a lot of hearts. All right. Heath Peterson. Oh, wait. Never mind. Oh, yeah. No, we good. We good. More Taylor. All right. We good. All right. So we're going to take the caller with the last numbers 20113. Listen, this might be a prank. It might be real. We'll see. We'll see in just a minute. Make sure y'all hit the like button, share the show, subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet. This is the Daily Go Getimism Show. I'm your host, Sun752, aka Omar with the. I'm feeling like a real man should. I hope y'all feeling like real men and women should. Also, tonight on the Daily Go Getimism Show, we are talking about the ability to produce tears. So we're talking about people who know how to make themselves cry on demand. Can they be trusted? If you know somebody who knows how to make themselves cry, no matter what the situation is, can you ever trust them to be serious about whatever it is that they're telling you, or whatever situation that they're asking for help with, or about anything seriously? Anything. Like, can you take a person seriously who knows how to make themselves cry? And I'm not talking about Angela Bassett. I'm not talking about Denzel Washington, Will Smith. I'm not talking about Meryl Streep or Angela Jolie or none of them. I'm talking about street actors, family actors, those who never made their calling, who never answered their calling, but they know how to do this. Maybe sometimes they got you out of trouble. Maybe sometimes they got you into trouble. Let's see. All right, call up with the last numbers 2013. Thank you for holding. What's on your mind tonight? Welcome to the Daily Go Getimism Show. What's good?
How are you doing tonight, man?
I'm doing good. What's up?
I'm doing good too. I just got off work, relaxing, and I was on YouTube live, just scrolling. I found your channel, and I thought it was interesting, so I thought we could talk.
Okay. You know what the topic is? Well, you know now because you just heard it. Yeah, so.
I mean, but I've been listening too, so you know, hey.
Okay.
But I feel that fake crying shows that you're not real. To me personally, I feel tears. I've had tears. I've cried personally before, and I feel that tears that are real really can be seen. Fake tears, you know what's wrong.
Yeah, but fake tears look like real tears, depending on who the crier is.
No, because I feel I'm sorry for cutting you off. But
No, go ahead.
I feel like we as people feel each other just by an aura, or like just being near someone. You can tell in your gut when someone's real or not. 100%.
You think so?
And so I feel it personally. Like I can tell if somebody's real or not. I can.
Okay.
And I feel that you just know in your gut if it's fake or not.
Okay. Well, see, the thing is, like your intuition or your feel for people, your feel for people's authenticity might be stronger than other people's. Like I've known
That's
people,
true. Yes.
yeah.
Yes.
So, but I think that if somebody can read you, like there are people who are con men out here, so they kind of know, they know exactly what to do because they're so used to being predatory with people that they know exactly what cues to take in order to smile, to laugh, to appear angry, to appear concerned, and exactly when to cry if they should need it. See, the thing about it,
Yes.
the thing about the person who is turning on the fake tears, the fake crier is in search of something. They're trying to get something. You know, they don't just start crying to get a reaction. They're normally doing it in order to get you to give them something or to let you get them out of something.
Yeah. Is there any way I can interrupt you?
Go ahead. I mean, you actually have the floor.
We were going back to you were talking about the con man coming up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The con man puts on a persona. The con man is doing something. But I feel that every person in this world, every human being, has a gut feeling about something. And so if the con man were to go up to somebody, they would feel, therefore, that something is up. I do believe that personally.
Okay.
I think that we all have an aura. We all have it's like what we glow out of us, every person. If it's negative, if it's positive, if it's medium, there's a range to it. But I do feel that everybody has an aura. And when they get within an aura of someone else, they know what's up. That's how I feel. I feel like every person has it, on this planet, every single human being on this planet has the ability to feel what the other person is doing.
Well, every living thing, including human beings, definitely does have.
Yes, I agree. Especially mycelium. Dude, if you want to talk about mycelium, I'll go down. Yeah.
Okay. Well,
everything's alive, man.
Well, what I was going to say was that all living things have intuitive properties, and but some are more in tune with theirs. Some have honed theirs better than others. So, like, and
where does that stem from, though? That right there, where does that stem from? Like, why are we here, but trees never evolved?
How do you figure that trees never evolved?
Well, I think they did to an extent, but at the same time, it's like, why are we the only conscious human? Like, why are we the only ones? I don't think we are, personally. I do not believe that. I believe that it's weird. I always go with eyes. Anything with eyes, I believe is, yeah, I believe that it has a consciousness. Anything with eyes.
It's funny that you brought up the whole thing about trees never evolving. I noticed a funny thing about trees, and I'm just gonna go off the topic for a second. A funny thing about trees. Okay. A funny thing about trees that I've noticed that that I don't know if anybody's ever paid attention to, but you ever notice when a tree has fallen, like after a storm or something like that? I've never seen a tree downed that didn't look like that looked like it was weak. It always looked like it was really, really strong. You know what I mean? Like every time I've seen a tree, every time I've seen a down tree, I was thinking like, wow, you see how big the roots are? The roots look big. They look strong. They look like they really went deep. How did that tree fall? Yet you see trees that look sick. maybe don't produce leaves anymore, have grown vines around them. You know what I mean?
They've been there for hundreds of years and they're about to go. This is their last year.
Well,
Shit.
but they don't fall. Those trees stay up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So now try to follow me on this one. I was wondering if the trees that have fallen during a storm, have they suffered an accidental death? Whereas the trees that are dying have like a terminal disease, like a cancer. So you know how like if you take it to the animal realm, including human beings, when somebody falls to their death or gets in a car accident or something like that, and we say, "Dag, man, they were taken out in the prime of their lives, or they were so healthy. It's a shame." That's sort of like that tree that was down. Like the trees that I've seen go down in a storm are always big, giant trees that look strong. Meanwhile, the other trees around them are still standing up like it ain't nothing. So maybe that tree got hit.
It's pride. The trees have pride.
They have. Is that what it is?
That's what it is, man. The trees have pride. Let me say something real quick. So when you were talking about the trees, you were talking about the roots. The only thing in my mind about you saying that you saw the trees snapped in half and there were the younger trees, maybe the roots of the old trees held the young trees down and they snapped in half after the storm.
No, the trees that I'm talking about weren't snapped in half. They fell by the roots. So you see this big hole in the ground where the tree fell. I've never seen a tree snapped in half.
Can I tell you something? I appreciate this conversation, man, because I was literally laying in bed drinking tequila, and I happened upon your channel and I saw the number and I called it. I was just like, he's not going to answer. And he answered. You answered. And I'm just thankful to have a voice tonight, man, because I've been in a deep depression and you honestly made my whole entire month. And I appreciate you for that.
Well, that's cool, man. Listen, we're on every night. And we talk about topical stuff, you know what I'm saying? So tonight we're talking about people who have the ability to cry on demand. And we're talking about whether they can be trusted, whether that's a good thing, whether it's a useful thing, or how does it affect the other people around them when somebody can cry without any emotions behind the crying. I mean, most people.
I'll tell you right now, man. I listen to I'm a big metal guy, and when I listen to some good metal, I cry. Like I do cry, but I think we've gotten over the stigma of men can't cry.
For the most part,
I think that's a big.
I think we've come pretty far.
I really do believe that. I think we could do better, but I do believe that we're over that hump of men can't cry, because look what it led to in the 30s, 40s, 50s. Look what that shit led to. It was horrible.
Well, you don't think that men in the 50s and the 60s or before then, you don't think they cried?
Oh, no, I do believe they cried, but I think that it was very much of I'm not going to cry in front of my wife. I'm not gonna cry in front of my girlfriend. I'm gonna do my own shit, or suck it in and go internal, and then you have problems. And that's the problems we have today. Is so many people refuse to cry. I don't know if that's from like parent trauma, like dad told his son, "You better not cry, boy," type shit back in the whatevers. But I do believe that there's a problem today from holding back tears.
Well, let me ask you this. Okay. Are you able to cry because of physical pain?
No.
Okay. Was there ever a time in your life when you were able to cry because of physical pain?
No.
So even when you were a kid, if you fell down or broke a bone or something like that, you never cried.
I will say this. I don't have very vivid memories of my childhood. But I'm a bartender, and I left work with my manager. We were leaving work, going to our cars. We got jumped. I got punched. My entire eyebrow was split in half. I had a black eye. I never cried.
Okay. I can dig it. I can dig it. Now, here's the thing.
I love this conversation, by the way. I love this.
Well, I appreciate you calling in. But check it out. Like when I was younger,
okay,
crying because of physical pain made sense when I was a young boy. You know what I mean? Like
I assume that I have in the past when I was. I assume yes. So I would say yes to that question because I assume as a child I would have like got hurt and cried.
Yeah.
I mean, when I got shot out of the pussy, I cried. So obviously,
well,
there's one.
I mean, how do you remember? Not all babies cry when they're born. I was told that I didn't. That's what I was told. I don't know.
Ooh, that's weird. Really? So it's like this is like 50% or what? It's like some random number.
I don't know the percentage, but my mom told me, and my dad told me too. They said when I was born, I came out with my eyes open. They said most babies can't see when they first came out. They said my eyes were open. I was alert and looking around. That's what I was told. I can't confirm nor deny, their account. I don't remember.
You came out looking for threats. Holy shit!
I was inside of a whole woman. I'm sure it was a lot warmer in there than a cold ass.
That was operating not a woman. That was your mom. That was your mom.
It was a woman. Mm-hmm. My mom is definitely a woman. So
I know, but I'm saying it's like tell her mom. Like, God damn, you like.
Well,
I got blasted out of the vagina at 3 a.m. Like, holy shit.
Well, you're the one using the word vagina. I would have said I came out of the womb. You know what I'm saying?
I have no chill, bro.
That's all right. This is uncensored. I don't censor people. I don't tell you what to say or what you can say.
I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry if I got off work. I've been bartending all night, bro. I'm drinking some tequila at home, and I'm literally laying in bed, like with some boxers on, talking to you. And I loved your channel. When I saw it, I was like, dude, I'm just gonna call this number, see what the fuck happens.
Well, I mean, it's all good. So, I mean, you want to continue the conversation or not? What's up?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I want to keep talking to you, man.
Okay,
like, you're fucking awesome.
All right, good looking. So, what I was saying, the reason that I asked you if you were able to physically cry over physical pain is because most children, use crying as a response to physical pain. Now, as we get older, as we start to learn how to play sports, and as we are in our social circles and we start to learn who our friends are and who they're not or whatever, we start crying less because of certain things. We have to kind of tighten up. We kind of have to. We have to toughen up.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
I absolutely agree with that, and I feel like crying was the core at one point in time, but social stigmas stick in, and honestly, like crying in front of somebody else is a very personal thing. Like it's almost like you have to really know somebody, but it should be a societal thing to where you should be able to cry.
Well, yeah, you should be able to cry, but I don't think that crying is the answer for everybody. Now, for
No.
those who need to cry, fine, cry. But for those who need to,
But,
some people, hold on a second. Some people are more solution oriented. So
yeah.
instead of crying, they want to find the way to fix the problem. So they might pour all of their concentration into trying to find a solution to the problem instead of crying about it. Some people don't understand solutions. Some people panic. Some people are so emotional that they can't even function.
Can I add one?
Sure.
Some people need to cry to release the energy, the adrenaline of what just happened in order to move forward in a logical sense.
I can go. I'm definitely going to go with that. I wouldn't deny that. And crying is very therapeutic, but everyone has to cry on their own time. But when we're talking about,
yes,
yeah,
no, I'm not saying motherfuckers should be in the Starbucks like, oh, I did a terrible monkey. Oh, I'm not saying that shit, bro. I'm just saying like sometimes people just need to release on their own time in their own house.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it's good. It's almost like trying to stop a sneeze.
Mm.
And being a person from depression, it's like trying to stop a sneeze. Like when you have to sneeze, but it's not, that motherfucker's not coming out. And you're just like, God damn it, and you scratch the inside of your nose just to sneeze. That shit's real. That's the same shit with crying sometimes, man. Sometimes you just have to, it's a sneeze. Crying is a sneeze, and then you can get back to logic for some people, including myself.
Well,
if that makes sense.
It does make sense, but you've been drinking, and like one thing about alcohol is it will turn on the waterworks, and it will seem very real in that time. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, absolutely. No, 100%, dude. Like I'm a big death metal, black metal guy.
Okay.
And I'll listen to like MGLA, MGLA. MGLA is a Polish black metal band, and they're super atmospheric and lovely. And I'll play that shit, and I'll cry to it, man. The guitar, I love guitar, man. Sometimes it's so amazing.
Yeah, it is.
But
it is.
Even solos are so good, dude. It's so good.
Yeah.
I'm so happy that you're like, I'm gonna subscribe. Maybe I'll keep calling in. I don't know. Like, I love our conversations.
Well, I mean, we the number's available. We're here every night. Who's your favorite guitarist?
Oh man, Kurt Cobain.
He was your favorite guitarist? Okay. All right.
I love it for reasons that are deeper than guitar.
Okay. Who's number 2?
Damn. I don't know. I love all of them, but if I had to go, I don't know, man.
Jimmy Page.
Brian Strainard is amazing.
Okay, who does he play for?
The Black Dahlia Murder.
Okay, I don't know that group. So you listen to more contemporary rock.
I'm sure you don't, but I would say They would the one I just mentioned would be number 3. Jimi Hendrix would be 2.
Okay. Did you like?
Jimi Hendrix is.
How about
Jimi Hendrix did the shit?
How about Eddie Van Halen or Jimmy Page or?
I mean, they're good. I'm just not into like. I'm not into like late 80s, early 90s metal. I'm normally like when I go to late 80s, early 90s, I'm into like Nirvana, and then I move on to like Sum 41, Blink 182, like that type of stuff.
Okay. All right. Hold on a second, man. We have some other callers on the line. Hold on. I'm place you on hold. I'm going to bring you back in. Hold on for a second, okay?
Okay. Yeah, absolutely.
All right. We have 2 callers. We have 2 more callers on the line. Callers with the last numbers 4662. I'm going to take you, and then caller with the last numbers 1114. All right. Caller with the last numbers 4662. Thank you for holding. Welcome to the Daily Go Getimism Show. What's on your mind tonight? What's good?
Hi there. I'm back. I hope you missed me.
Turn down your device.
I've been crying.
Turn down your device, I said.
I've been crying waiting to talk to you every day.
Wait a minute.
Crying. So it's great that we're talking about tears.
I said turn down your device all the way. I can still hear my voice in the background. Stop trying to look at the show.
How about now? Is that better?
Tell you what, this is what I need you to do. Stop looking at me on camera and just talk in the phone. That's what I need you to do.
I'm not looking at you on camera. You shouldn't be able to hear it. Can you hear it now?
I can tell that you're looking at me on camera. That's why you had the sound up. Because when you call in, when you call in, you can hear what I'm saying in real time. There's a delay on camera. All right. So let's go.
Speakerphone on.
Okay, you had the speakerphone on? Okay, all right. So what's up? Don't bullshit me tonight. What's on your mind?
Hi.
You just wanted to say hi? Okay, bye. Thanks for coming through.
Hi.
Fucking ass. All right, man. Caller with the last number is 1114. Welcome to the Daily Go Getimism Show. What's on your mind tonight? Thanks for calling in.
Hey, what's up, homie?
How you feeling, man?
Love the show. Anywho, I just wanted to touch on the last caller's opinion on crying. But,
Okay.
yeah, we do that in private. But, like, there's a lot of reasons to do. Like, I'm not gonna tear up in front of my homeboys and all that.
Right.
But, you know, there's a time and a place, and like, you know, I'm not gonna cry about someone socking me in the nose or something.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, I love a good cry. You know, fucking, you know, like I'm real big into music and, you know, things that make me feel.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
So wait, do you have any reservations about a man crying?
no. You know, I've had buddies that, you know, they lost a loved one and it really fucks them up. And I'm not scared to give them a hug and,
Yeah.
you know, tell them everything's going to be okay. But, you know, I don't ever let that loose in front of them, unless it's something real awful that's happening to me.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm losing my train of thought.
Well, have you ever had a friend that you considered to be a crybaby?
Not really, no.
Okay. Now, I've known some dudes that, you know, honestly, they were pretty tough, You know, they were pretty good fighters and all of that. But whenever they needed to cry, they would cry. Like I knew this one guy, and this is when I was a young cat, and he was an old head. Now this guy had a thing for, you know, let's just put it this way. He wasn't what I would call a woman beater, but he would reach out and touch his woman if she frustrated him too much or if he was getting high.
Oh, that ain't right.
Yeah, it ain't right, but that's what would happen. And immediately after that, he would turn on the waterworks. Mom, sorry. I mean, and when I say mom, he's talking to her mother. He's talking to her mother. Now, they had a child together. And every time
I've seen the silly part.
Every time this dude messed up, here he comes with the tears. I'm sorry, I'm going to do better. And it made me wonder all the time, because he was a total tough guy outside of that. But whenever he was wrong, here come the tears. And it made me wonder about the authenticity of the tears, because it happened not once, it happened twice, it happened 3 times. After a while, it's like a pattern. It made me wonder, is this guy really crying? And now they were real tears. You know, he had the real, you know, tears of a clown thing. And, you know, if he had on makeup, it would have been running. You know, he was genuinely crying. But it made me wonder, were his tears authentic? Was his feelings authentic? Or was he just trying to get out of trouble?
Okay, I see what you mean. Yeah, I've never experienced that. Like,
yeah,
you know, I got a homeboy. Like, helped him out a whole lot and everything. You know, like his life was legit falling apart. You know, like he, you know, his fucking sister died, and you know, like he lost his job, and like his life was legit falling apart.
Yeah.
And it's like, dude, I get it. Like, you know, we fucking hug up, and you know, like he had a legit reason to be fucking losing shit.
Yeah. Yeah, I understand.
Yeah, like I don't see no, what would you call it, loss of masculinity in that. Like,
me either. Let's say you have a bunch of friends, like a bunch of buddies that you grew up with or went to school with. Y'all all knew each other, and you know, one of you, I don't know if you've ever lost a friend when you were younger or whatever. You know what I mean? Like one of the guys in your crew passes away. That's a hurting thing. I've seen the whole group. I've seen the whole crew. You know what I mean? Breaking down. You know what I'm saying? You know, when you lose,
absolutely.
Yeah, when you lose one, hey, I mean, that sometimes that emotion, you know, you get to thinking about all the times when y'all were together, things that you may have needed to say and never got a chance to, and now they're gone. You know what I mean? That shit can really start to get to you, and even if it's not a situation where one of your friends have died, just like you were saying, when your man's sister died, you know, many of us are at an age where our parents are you know, health may be failing. You know what I'm saying? It's not easy to take. You know what I'm saying? If your let's say your best friend's mom or dad passes away, and they may have been like a mom or dad to you, you know, and you know, so of course,
exactly.
But those are legitimate reasons to cry. And I'm not going to say that there are any illegitimate reasons to cry if that's what you need to do. But sometimes I've known people, maybe I've just known a bunch of shysters and tricksters who just use the tears to get out of trouble, get out of being locked up, get out of lengthy sentences, get out of being arrested, get out of being divorced or broken up with because they was cheating.
Yeah, being responsible in a relationship.
Yeah, I've seen all kinds of shit. It's crazy. It's crazy. But when you see,
I'd
when you see
be
something,
lying if I said I don't cry. Like, but it's got to take some real feels to make me fucking tear up. Like, and honestly, sometimes you fucking need it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's like, you know, sometimes a certain song will fucking hit you the wrong way or the right way. And,
yeah.
and that shit will tear your ass up.
Or a movie. Or a movie. Yeah, man. I don't know. Like, look, some of those.
Yeah, there ain't no reason to be a bitch about it. Like,
true. And it's not even about being a bitch. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, if you feel something.
You know what I mean.
No, I know exactly what you mean.
Nobody.
Mm-hmm. No, I got you. But it's but yeah, if you ever have a chance to meet somebody who cries on demand or can make themselves cry on command, then you'll see like it can really work on your trust factor for somebody, because it might be somebody that you're really cool with, or somebody that you may have admired, or somebody you may have thought was okay. You know what I mean? It could be a situation where, let's say it could be a business partner, and maybe your business partner is shady a little bit. So they made some bad deals or invested something wrong or didn't put the money where it was supposed to go. So you put a bunch of money and they were supposed to put a bunch of money in order to get these products or something like that. And they messed up the money. And instead of being honest with you, because they're tricksters, they're shysters or whatever, they start crying and shit like, I'm going to make it right. I swear, I didn't mean to do this. It's all my fault. And it's all bullshitting because they're only crying for you to buy some more time. Meanwhile, they're screaming, hooray, got him. You know what I mean? So yeah.
Daddy taught me that a long time ago.
Yeah, and that's a hell of a situation.
Like, I'm only 35, but
okay.
I learned that lesson a long time ago.
Yeah, you gotta be, especially with the internet now, social media and all that kind of stuff, you really have to be aware of your surroundings. You got to keep your head on a swivel when it comes to emotions, because we're getting such a big sample size of different emotions, different motivations and things. It's hard to know why people are doing certain things. You know, are they doing things to you, or are they doing things for you? And I hate to be a person that doesn't trust, but how many times do you have to get burned before you learn?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So
okay. I don't think I have much more to add to the conversation.
Well, I appreciate you calling in. Thanks for
I love you, dog.
All right, man. Love you too. Take care. Have a good night.
All right, take it easy.
All right. Good stuff. All right. Let's see. Caller with the last numbers 2013. Let me see here. Yeah, caller with the last numbers.
I'm right here.
All right. How are you?
I'm great. That was very interesting.
Yeah.
That was amazing. I subscribed, and I'm going to continue watching. I love these conversations. They're real. So,
yo, I appreciate I appreciate the subscription, and I appreciate you coming through. Check out the show.
I feel like we had a good conversation though.
We did. It's great. It's great. So what
else could we talk about?
Well, I'm going to let you go now because I'm going to continue the live, and but you can call in next time and we'll get it popping like that.
Okay, I'll think of a topic. We'll talk.
All right. You have a good night, man.
Have a good night, man.
All right. All right. What up, Dr. Small? Appreciate it. Appreciate y'all coming through. My man, he came through with the subscription. I appreciate it. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Matter of fact, let me give him a little. This is subscription music. All right. Let's get into this thing. Because we talked a little bit about trust factor and whether you can trust somebody or how to trust somebody. Can you or have you or would you trust somebody that you know has the ability to cry on command? If you've ever known somebody, you may, because listen, they can be your children. They could have been your mom or your dad. They could be your brothers and sisters. They could have been your classmates. They could have been, your homeboys, homegirls from around the way. They could have been your cousins. They could have been family members. They could have been anybody. They could have been neighbors. They could have been somebody that you have. It could be somebody that has proven their trustworthiness to you at a particular time. But at the same time, you know that they have the ability to put on an Oscar-winning performance of waterworks crying. So does that have an effect on whether you think that you can trust them or not? Seeing Flexing says, I trust family for the most part. Okay. But would you be able to trust your family if you knew that they were great actors and actresses? Would that have an effect on that? Idiotic Genius says, nope. I ain't trusting nobody, and I ain't crying for nobody. He says, they can be fake somewhere else, but not around me. Yeah, man. I mean, like I said, I've seen people commit crimes and start crying, and it's a sight to behold. Cats that previously acted like they were the hardest, most, I don't know, like just the most rigid, rugged, roughest, toughest, rough and tumble type of dudes. But as soon as they get in a little trouble, if you've ever watched court TV or if you've ever been to court for somebody that has committed a serious crime and you see their reaction when the sentence is handed down, like some people can take a 15-year, 20-year sentence or life sentence on the chin. Like, yeah, well, all right, well, I guess I know what I'm gonna do with the rest of my life. And some people be like, oh my God, no, I didn't do this crime. I'm not guilty. It ain't gonna change shit. But you never know what it might change with somebody who is sympathetic to that kind of thing. See, the thing about being able to cry, first of all, it shows vulnerability. And people look at people who are able to show their vulnerability. They look at them in a certain kind of way. They paint them with a certain type of brush. They look at them in a certain type of light. So crying can be seen as an apology, even if they didn't say that they were sorry. Because when you cry, you're sorry about something. You may not have been sorry about what you did. but you might be sorry about getting caught. You might be sorry about the consequences. You may be sorry about what the future holds. And you can act like you were sorry for what you did or what you got caught for. And it might work. With some people, it just might work. What they say, it's so crazy, it just might work. I said, it's so crazy, it just might work. I said, it's an idea that I would never think of, but he did that shit with a push and a shove, and we was in there. Yo, he cried to get tickets to a show, a concert. We got in there and flirted with the girl. That was a hell of a time. I'd do it again, but I don't think that I'm the type of man that could ever cry to get what I want. But he did it, and he didn't front. So he cries to get what he want. I stand up to get what I want. We go together. Everything is going to be all right. But he put on a hell of a performance that night. It happens. Wah, wah, wah. I'll tell you who doesn't give a shit about you crying. State troopers. State troopers don't give a shit about your tears. The whole uniform says, yeah, you can cry if you want. You're still getting this ticket. As a matter of fact, since you crying so much, there must be some more shit that's going on here. I'm about to call in the K9 unit. You're going to be here for a while. Call in the K9 unit. Come get the dogs in here to see what you crying about. Get the K9 unit in here, son. Drug sniffing dogs, bloodhounds, bring in the German shepherds. So, and I don't know if y'all was talking about it in the comments because I wasn't able to pay attention all the time. But check this out. Yo, peace, Joseph Webster, Info Spot, Wisdom, Jad Man. Oh God, Jad Man. Never mind, Jad Man. No shout outs to you. Matter of fact, let me give you a big fuck you. Yes, that's for you, Chad Man. And Mojo, Dog Burrito. Says Gabe Mangold is one of the best guitarists. Who does he play for? I don't know him. Elliot Whitehead. All right. I just want to make sure everybody gets acknowledged. Appreciate y'all. All right. So, most men. No, I'm not going to say that. A lot of men are very, very sympathetic to their women. So certain women have known to cry when they don't get what they want or to cry to get what they want. You know what I'm saying? If they know that they're dealing with a dude who is very, very sensitive to their sensitivities or somebody who will adhere to their emotional outbursts or their emotional trauma. Some women, not all, but some women will prey on that. So whenever she needs something, wants something, start crying. Some people have gone as far as to make up stories. Now, I'm gonna tell you something, man. Brothers, we talk about getting involved with a crazy chick or some dudes throw around the word crazy to the point where you don't know if you can even trust their judgment of what crazy is. But if you have ever been involved with a woman that will make up stories or do whatever she needs to do in order to get out or stay out of trouble with you, or you ever get fed up with a chick and you be like, listen, you know what? I'm sick of this shit. I'm packing my shit. I'm getting up out of here. We breaking up. I've had enough. If you've ever dealt with a woman that would not only cry in order to keep you, but she will actually make up a whole life scenario in order to keep you, because she knows that you, even though you might be pissed off with her, even though you may have been fed up, and maybe you, and even though she knows that you may have had enough, she also knows that you're a loyal type of dude and will not leave somebody hanging or leave them stranded, even if they're not your favorite person. So, you know, let's say you break up with your girl. You say, listen, I'm out of here. You know, this is it. This is the end. I'm through with this. And all of a sudden, the next day, she got cancer. Next day, her mom got cancer. The next day, yeah, got some kind of terminal disease. Can you stay with me, please? I know that we are done, but can you just be wild, little fun? I just need you right now. Please don't go right now. I mean, serious shit. Serious shit. In a man's mind, he like, listen, you know, like, I might be out, but I don't want to leave you stranded. I don't want to leave you fucked up. And some women will prey on that. So she might know how to turn on the waterworks. Not only does she know how to cry on demand after she fucks up, but she might also take it to another level. And like I said, make up a story to keep you around. If you've ever been through that, you know that shit is the realest. That shit is the realest. It's not a good look. All right. Carrie Zilla says, I love my man because he cares for me. I adore him. That's what's up. Omar Sharon says, oh, that's weird. What are you putting on your shoulders? I think it's nice. On my shoulders, you mean these struggle beads? Well, let me show you something, because everybody wears this uniform. So this is, oh shit, allergies acting all crazy. This is y'all. We took this earlier in the show. So I rock the struggle beads, you rock the struggle beads. I rock the cow bones, you rock the cow bone. We do it till the cows come home. We rob them of their bones, put them around my neck, get much respect. And this thing brings a spirituality, and we do that shit 2 times. It's our duality. So we got the good side and the bad side, got the alpha, the omega, and the yin and the yang. And we do this shit every night. Yeah, we gonna bang and make sure that everything is good and tight. We gonna do this shit. We talking about them liars tonight. Not necessarily the liar, but the ones that can bring the tears, because they really good criers, the tires that they be screeching all down bald. And you understand I'm talking to all y'all. We take the fall. No, we stand up men. And if we fall down, then we gonna get up again. And I know that for a minute that we gonna win, because I know that I'm not living my life of sin. Yeah, I do a couple of things and fucked up a couple of times, did a couple of things on purpose, and I was nervous, but I knew that I couldn't cry my way out. But some people do that shit and it works, and no doubt. All right, so let's go. Let's go. Wisdom says all people cry before they die for their sins. You sure? You know, listen, man, I don't really want to spark the conversation about this guy, but Donald Trump was asked, does he pray for his sins? Does he ask? No, he was asked, does he ask for forgiveness? Now, remember, this motherfucker is supposed to be cool with all the evangelicals and all this shit, right? He was asked, do you ask for forgiveness? And he said, you know, it's never really been an issue. This motherfucker said it's never really been an issue. I was like, what? Motherfucking innocent babies, old ladies, church ladies, they pray for forgiveness. We don't really know what a sin is. All we know is we all do it. He said it's never really been an issue. I ain't got no reason to ask for forgiveness. I'm good. I'm just saying. I thought that was the illest shit. I was like, they asked him, does he ever pray for his forgiveness? And he said, no, it's never really been an issue. Now, if that ain't some unapologetic shit, I don't know. Walao, what's going on? All right, modern day turkey, what's good? F Stover. All right, I ain't reading none of y'all comments because y'all on some dumb shit. Modern day turkey says, what do I think of Skamala? I don't know why you would call a Skamala. You should call him Scam Trump. This motherfucker can do no wrong by y'all. Y'all are amazing. Like, this nigga gets in more shit. I don't get it. My man Troy McNeil. What up, T's? T-Mac, what's going on? Carrie Zilla says, I cried after I broke his heart. I couldn't help it. He was mad, but forgave me. That's what's up. Scene Flexing says, my sins have been paid for by Jesus Christ. Donald Trump's sins evidently haven't been paid. No need to pay. Joe Webster says, damn, that's some Royce Tupac type of freestyle. You love the same rap that I do. Not Tupac. I never liked it. He's all right, but Royce the 5'9" though. I like rappers who act like battle rappers, so that's why I like Royce. Sunday Omena, what's good? Jay. Nah, no sports betting over here. My man Jason Sloan says, if you're a pretty woman and cry to a state trooper, you might get a break. If you're a dude and cry to a state trooper, yeah, I hope you like the drug sniffing dogs and body cavities. Yo, I'm trying to tell you, the dogs is coming through like, oh, this motherfucker crying. I know he got drugs on him. I just know he got drugs on him. Obviously, Royce is a beast. Crooked Eye is dope too. Facts. A lot of people try to front on Royce the 5'9". They try to say he wasn't that dope. I'm like, depends on what you're looking for. Like, I mean, his albums, I like him. But I always liked him. I always thought he was dope. He got lyrics. He got bars. He be barring to death. He gonna bar you to death. I remember a lot of those, I don't know if Eminem just opened up the floodgates for Detroit rappers to get their shine on, but a lot of good lyricists came from Detroit, like Slum Village. Slum Village used to be spitting. You know what I mean? They had the arguably the greatest, well, definitely one of the greatest beat makers ever lived. I mean, Jay Dilla, rest in peace, Jay Dilla. Rest in peace, Jay Dilla. He was a killer. Lalo says, brother, register for the presidential election now. My vote is for you. Wouldn't that be something? Shit. But I'm gonna tell y'all something, man. I talk a lot about trust and trustworthiness and your ability to trust, because when you really think about it, as you navigate yourself through life, as you navigate through life, you have to be able to trust. You have to have people around you that you feel like you can rely on, that you can depend on, and that you can believe. It is so hard to live your life without being able to believe. It's so hard to live your life being around somebody who you don't believe. Think about it. Like, yo, he my friend and everything. We cool. He a good dude, but I don't be believing him. When he start talking, I know he lying. When he does things, when he gives his account of things, I know I can't necessarily depend on him to be truthful. It's not a good look. It's not a good thing at all. It puts you in a very, very compromising position. And the fucked up thing about it is that can be your best friend. It could be your brother. It could be your sister. It could be your mom, your dad. When you are unable to trust, it makes life hard for you because it makes it harder for you to identify your friends and identify your enemies. These are supposed to be my friends, but they lie, they cheat, they steal, they're dishonest. These are supposed to be my enemies. They're my enemies because I don't like them, not necessarily because of how they are, because I'm not around them my whole life. You understand what I'm saying? So when your friends are displaying enemy characteristics, it gets a little. That guy says Trump is with God. I wish he was with God. Literally. Or wherever he's going, because I don't really think he would be with God. I think we have a better plan for him. This motherfucker had his sons come up there and said, this is the fight between good and evil. And I'm like, the Trumps are supposed to be the good guys? Good and evil? I'm like, what the fuck are they talking about? This is politics. What are you talking about? That guy says, take it to the Bible. What does the Bible say? The Bible has a lot of verses. It has a lot of books in it. Many that have been removed. And it says a lot of things. Just George says, what's good? Man, everything is good on my end, man. I'm feeling like a real man should. I hope y'all feel like real men and women should. Jesus Christ is Lord regardless. Well, I don't know. That the Bible doesn't say that Jesus is Lord. That's definitely not what the Bible says. The Bible does not say that Jesus is God. Doesn't say that anywhere in there. I haven't even read the whole thing and I know it doesn't say that. It doesn't say that anywhere. What about abortion? What about it? What about murder? What about war? Make sure y'all hit the like button. Y'all hit the like button. Please hit the like button. There should be a whole lot more likes than 24. Yo, just give me about 24 more. And for sure, I'll make sure that it has its worth. We're going to do this. Got a lot of girth. Keeping it fat. Yo, I'm going to do that. Make sure that everybody's eating them. We got the seat at the table. And I'm able to make sure that I got the big ass giant cables. Cow bones on my neck. Respect is given. I'ma give it back. Yo, let me show you how to act. We gonna get this thing popping, dropping just like a brand new single. Eating a box of Pringles? Nah, no chips, let it slip, just like the Freudian thing. Yo, I'm accordion and I bring the whole thing like a gang. We gonna make sure that we do this thing and hang. What happens when you can't trust your gang? What happens when you don't know what they say? What happens when you know that you can't leave your foes or the pair of clothes and chains and nothing, man? You can't leave nothing around your peoples because they start crying when you catch them in a lie. And I don't understand. I know men will die. All right, hold on. Let me chill. Hold on. We got another call on the line. This is a good call. My man on the line. Call up with the last number 7797. Welcome to the Daily Go Getimism Show. What's going on, my dude?
My brother from another mother.
Without a doubt, man. Feel like a real man should. Glad you came through. What's up with you?
I can't complain, man. Living, just like you, man. You know, one of my favorite sayings is, "What does it profit a man to gain the world and lose his soul?" That's one of my favorite sayings, because how I feel about that is that you will sit back and allow yourself to gain this world and gain the materialistic value, the wealth, and lose your soul or your morals. You know, because the other day I was at the barbershop getting ready to get my hair cut. You know how I do. And I'm in the barbershop and I bumped into one of my boys. We in there, and the first thing he started talking was politics. I was like, I don't really want to talk politics because it gets to the point where people don't have an understanding of it. Well, I'm gonna vote for Trump because he's gonna help me. He's gonna make sure I get that money in my stocks. So I said, you will vote for him, a racist man, a man that will look at you as a nigga, then because you want $1? Yeah, it's about money with me. Well, I said, well, that's the whole thing about what does it profit the man and gain the world and lose his soul?
Well,
You know, I don't think like, you know, let me just say something about the crying aspect of things. It takes a strong man to be able to cry in front of a woman or to cry, period.
facts.
And I think crying, number one, is natural because if you don't allow that emotion to come out through your tears, it's going to come out through your rage and your anger. Because a lot of people don't have an understanding that crying, like you said, and I agree 1,000%, it shows your vulnerability. And even though people can prey on that vulnerability, you need to know who you are as a man and say, listen, I don't care. Sometimes it takes a strong man, and sometimes, like me personally, I cry when I'm mad because if you see that one mad tear, see, some people don't understand when a person get that one tear drop down his eye, walk the fuck away. Walk away, because something is about to happen that you don't know the outcome of. That one teardrop, right? And if he got his fist locked and loaded, I don't care if you got a gun, he's gonna come at you. He's gonna take maybe 15 of them bullets to hit him to prevent you from coming at you. Because at the end of the day, that's the anger and rage that he has in him. Because he never, you know, look, mom passed away, pop passed away. Aunt, a close aunt of yours that was like your mother, or even your boy passed away. When you see people walking around, man, they got killed, this, that, and other, you see these young men out here that didn't show that vulnerability, and the rage come out through hunting down somebody else and killing them.
Mm-hmm.
Because they weren't able to let out the vulnerability or let out some tears because they want to be so strong and so tough and so, I'm the shit. Watch this. I'm gonna kill another nigga. So at the end of the day, like it takes me out, right? Because you know my kids, they used to be walking around like you was riding in a car. They used to play the rapper boys like King Von. And I was always saying, this is the only rapper I know that would snitch on himself in his own song. Remember, BT had that joke.
Yeah.
And I was like, we really never seen this shit until these younger generations. They snitch on themselves so much.
Drill rappers.
Through their music.
All they do is tell on themselves. That shit is crazy.
They tell on themselves, and then because when King Von got his record deal, and before his album even came out, he got murdered. And I felt bad that he got murdered.
Yeah.
And when I seen the documentary and seen that this boy was a serial killer, I was like, what the fuck?
That part.
I mean, you can't. Certain people you can't cry for. Certain people you can't drop a tear to. Like my thing is this: I had one boy that got murdered, that was murdered senselessly, that had nothing to do with the streets. Until this day, my emotions still pour out for him at certain times because I miss him and I knew this man. And his boys that I grew up with that I loved to death, that was part of the streets and that was part of the hustle, they got killed. That I cried at the time, but I can't waste them tears like that no more. I can give them good memories because they knew the circumstances and they knew the consequences. Either when you in them streets, you live by the street, you die by the street. But if you're just a regular Joe Schmo and you get killed over something petty, you know, I mean, look at the young lady that went to Wawa. She had to argue with a girl she don't know. They go outside, they argue back and forth again. The girl pulled out a gun
because she felt as though she was registered. The girl runs, she shoots in the back, and she dies in the parking lot at Wawa in Collindale.
Mm.
Little did she know that the girl was pregnant.
Right.
So she done lost that girl, and the girl called the cops and said, called the cops, put the gun back in the car, called the cops as if she was going to get off. Not realizing that the video showed the girl running from her. You're not beating that case.
All right. Let me ask you this. Because we're talking about people who have the ability to cry on demand. Have you ever known anybody that knew how to cry whenever they needed to cry?
I knew of them, but I didn't know them of them. I didn't know. Like when I was a kid, I was able to cry on demand. Shit, I used to fake asthma attacks on demand. When my mom would get ready to whip my ass, I used
Well, it's funny you said that, because I was saying that it's normally a skill that you develop as a child. You know what I mean? That's not being able to cry on demand is not for late bloomers.
No.
The thing about it is, if
you had to utilize that skill at an early age. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. And the thing is,
the time the people that can cry on demand, let's just say, I'm going to just give it a percentage. 85% of the people that I see cry on demand is a woman. 15% could be a man. You know what I mean? I don't think. I mean, crying on demand, like I said, it takes a man to let down his guard and show his vulnerability, whether it's to his woman, to his balls. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You know, to his family. You know, but it takes. But it's hard to do that. It's hard to do that. For me, I can sit down and look at a TV show. I can look at a movie. And it can get to a point, a scene where it's an emotional scene, and I can see myself getting a little teary-eyed. Even I can look at the news and go, "Damn, that's fucked up." Like when I heard about the girl being pregnant, I was like, "Hey, that kind of got me somewhat emotional."
Okay.
You know what I mean? Because it's senseless. Some things you just you gotta be a real down to earth, caring person. To just be able to show emotion when emotion kicks. Crying on demand is because you're caught in something that you can't get out of.
Yeah, but if you're sensitive,
you're trying to get the empathy and sympathy of what's going on at that time.
Yeah, but if you are sympathetic to people crying, it might be harder for you to tell when somebody is crying because they're in trouble or crying because they really are sorry or whatever. And that's the thing about crying that's confusing, because people take crying as an apology or as saying that they're sorry, and a lot of times people are not sorry.
A brush it off mechanism.
Whatever they
brush that shit off.
You know, so you know, talking about when it starts at a young age, a person will only utilize that crying all the time whenever they get in trouble if it works when they're young. See, if you still get your ass whooped even though you acted like you was crying, you realize, well, nah, I gotta find another way. Still got the ass whooping, or still got in trouble, still got on punishment, whatever it was that got you in trouble, you realize that crying didn't relieve you of your culpability. But if you had the kind of parents that was like, all right, well, he crying or she crying, so that means they sorry, so we're gonna let this slide. They realize, like, oh, now the light bulb goes off, like, oh, I'm gonna try this somewhere else.
For instance, I got the perfect person that can cry on demand. My youngest daughter.
Okay.
My youngest daughter got me like that. She knew that I don't like to put my hand on my girls. But she do some stupid shit. She's done some stupid senseless shit before as she was growing up. And when I go to beat her ass, she crying. So I don't really, I fall back from it. But then one time I had to really beat her ass, and I start crying. And after the fact, she called my other daughter and was like, Dad started crying because he had to beat me. So, and all they mind saying now is, I know how to get to him now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, hook, line, and sinker.
You see, and that's a lot, and like you just said, it starts at a younger age. It's a technique that you use at a younger age. Like when you in school, when you know you got caught up, and they put you in the principal's office, you start crying before they even ask you a question.
Man,
you know
I listen, I hate to say it, but I'm almost bulletproof when it comes to crying. Like, you know what I mean? I mean, it's not that I don't recognize or acknowledge the emotions, but if I come to you about some official shit and your defense is crying, it ain't gonna work. And that's male or female. You know what I mean? I'll be like, there, you know, it'll be okay. Yo, where my money at? Where my money at? You there. It's gonna be okay. But baby, you know you fucked up. You know you fucked up. Like
90 seconds.
Like, yeah, get your shit off. But just understand.
That's something that as a kid you were already, it was already embedded with you. Like Pops, I met your father. He looked like the man was like, look, I don't want to be seeing you crying over no stupid shit.
My pop wasn't going for it.
See, that's the difference. See, I was brought up around a bunch of women.
Okay.
So my sympathy towards women is so right there that I'm more sympathetic to women than men because we're supposed to be these strong individuals. We're supposed to be able to take on the world. When though women, they show their vulnerability, and sometimes you got to be there for them and be there for them, whether they're going through their emotions or they're not going through their emotions.
Shit,
that's the whole thing about it. My grandfather died when I was 14. My pops, he wasn't there for me because he was upset at the relationship I had with his father because he didn't have a relationship with his father. Mm-hmm. So when I met boys that had fathers, I looked at them as my father. Like when I met your pop, I looked at your pop as my father.
I hear
you. Know what I mean? So when Pop, I didn't even know that. I wish I knew this at the time because son Pop was like my pop. I met him like numerous times. And he always showed me love, bought me things. We sat there, we busted up. He laughed at my jokes. He told me I was a great comedian.
Yeah, he did that.
You take you sit back and you take on other people's fathers as your fathers, and especially if they're able to give you the knowledge and wisdom to grow up with.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And then I had other grandfathers, but the bond that I had with my grandfather, my father's father, is the one that it was that one and my other grandfather. I mean, them bonds right there, I've seen them. I've seen people say, well, how did you learn how to treat a woman? Because them are two individuals. But I didn't get the gist of it because they passed away. So they passed away in my younger years.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So if I was able to have that father figure in my life to tell me to get right into me, like, yo, don't be letting nobody get you with them tears.
No doubt.
Or there's a difference. That's why when they say if you need a father in a household, it's not the fact you need a father in the household. No, you need a father in your life. You need a man in your life.
Yeah, that's the fact. But listen, it's 4 o'clock. 4 o'clock. That's it.
I called it late, bro. My bad, man.
It's all good. You know, 4 o'clock is 4 o'clock. We gotta get up out of here. It's all good, man. One love, baby. Yo, I'm gonna holler at you later. Thanks for calling in.
Like I said, what does it profit the man to gain the world and lose his soul?
And that's the verse for the day. You set it off right.
That's it. Because the only thing I can say, man, and I'm gonna just say this to the group. The thing that hurts me the most about this election is that Black people are willing to find 5 to 10 things about Kamala, but cannot find one negative thing about Trump to vote, and they still will vote for still will vote for him. Just the racism alone should exclude him. Even with women, just the fact that he won't allow y'all to choose with your body, what to do with your own body, should erase him from the presidential election. But y'all,
Troy is for. We gotta go. We gotta go.
So what, man?
All right.
So what?
All right.
Love you, bro.
Love you too, man. Peace.
Love you, bro.
That's my dude. That's my dude. You know what I mean? Look, he'll go all night. And that's what I'm talking about, though. All right, y'all, let's do these birthday shout-outs. We have some birthday shout-outs to do. Some people were born on this glorious. My man, Carrie Zilla says, start crying. Like, you gotta chill on this glorious October 7th, and they deserve to be acknowledged. So let's go about our business of acknowledging them and making them feel special because they are special, because they are special, because they are SPECIAL. They get the RESPECT. They are SPECIAL. They get the RESPECT. They are SPECIAL. They get the RESPECT. They get number one out the box, Diamond Diva. Happy birthday to you. And also Sharifa Makti. Happy birthday. And also, and she's raising money for Autism Speaks. And also my girl, Michelle Burns. Dr. Burns, happy birthday to you. And Lynn Yasmin Gamble, happy birthday to you. And also, okay. And also Linda Thomas, happy birthday to you. And Irma Love, happy birthday to you. And Nathaniel Nana Kwame, happy birthday to you. And last but not least, my girl, Margot Josette, affectionately known to all her peoples as Josie. You know, when I took the pause, I saw that it was my man Laurie Edwards. And Laurie passed last year. He was a go-getter. And he used to always inbox me and ask me, could he come on the show? And I used to always tell him, like, yo, man, you know, you can come on the show, but I need you to give me a topic, because he was a singer. He was a singer and a poet. So I knew he just wanted to come on the show to showcase his skills, showcase his talents. And you know, I was telling him, I was like, listen, all I need you to do is I'll let you come on the show and promote your shit, but I just need you to think of a topic that we could talk about, and then I'll bring you on the show. Well, now I'll never have a chance to bring him on the show because he passed last year, and he would have been 49 years old on the 7th of October. He's gone. And he actually passed when he was 45. When he was 47, because he passed before he turned 48. I don't know. I feel so bad about that shit, man. But, you know, I want to give him a posthumous happy birthday shout out. He was a good dude. And you know, these are the kind of things that these are the kind of regrets that social media and the internet bring you when, you know, like, I'm thinking like, damn, I should have just let him come on the show. I shouldn't have gave him so much to do to bring him on the show. And I'm like, now he's gone. It's never going to happen. So that legacy is gone. But shit, it happens. Peace to all my day ones, my everydays, and my brand news. I love y'all to death. Resuscitate y'all. Love y'all right back to life. We will be back tomorrow for another Daily Go Getimism show. So make sure y'all come through 2 in the morning. You know what I mean? If you can make it 2 in the morning today, maybe you can make it 2 in the morning tomorrow. But I'll be here. As far as people being able to cry on demand, cry on command, cry when they sitting down, laying down, or they stand, crying just because they feel, crying because they was in trouble, crying because they gotten some shit that wasn't never legit, crying because they know they can get what they want, and they crying from the backside to side, up and down in the front. I said crying because they want to get a bag or something. chains or rings or whatever you have to give, and they will let the waterworks start coming down from their eyes, and you looking at them kind of surprised. But if they know that you will bend to their whims, they will cry for him, her, them, and all of them, and it will never stop. It will never slow down because they know all they gotta do is put on a show now. Well, it happens that way. But like I said, it's a trust factor. When you know that somebody can cry on command, then you know, well, you may feel like, I don't know if they ever being genuine. And you meet people around you that have genuine emotions. Hit the like button, share the show. I said, hit the like button, share the show. I said, hit the like button, share the show. See y'all tomorrow. You know how it go. All right. Blog Talk, we gonna get you out of here. Yeah. And for my YouTubers, you know just how we do, but thanks for coming on through. See you on the other side, my boobers. Let me take off my uniform. I can take it off like a quiet storm. And I'm gonna take your chain off too. I say it is a necklace that was all on you. All right, y'all. Hit the like button, share the show, subscribe to the channel. See y'all tomorrow night, 2 a.m. We will be right here tomorrow, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. And then we're gonna do it all again. Holla! Peace.